And as far as I'm concerned, the IG has stolen my phone. Yes. And that day also, we will deal with that when it comes here. So let them keep my phone there.
The good thing about this, when they were coming, go sheriff, you know, telephone, journalists on your telephone, but and it's scary that this is what the things we think about. I have prepared myself. Any day they called you, the first thing to do, don't go with your phone. Don't because now we are in that position again, just like we were in Jama time. Yeah. What should they just continue going back and forth at the police? Or should they also start a legal action against the police? They can do that, right?
It's a decision they have to make. Ms. Zarif is in a more difficult situation, but Mohammed Justice Dabo's nationality is not an issue.
That's
so, But, at the end of the day, really, the system shouldn't put citizens through that kind of situation. But like I said in my article, the police, consistently refused to subject itself to the rule of law. I know some people would say the police this and that, but again, I'm not going with the propaganda. I'm just going with the evidence that is available to me. Yes. If you have a case, go to court. Don't harass people like this. Yeah. We've seen former IGPs mistreated here. And we sympathize with them, notwithstanding their own irresponsible behaviors. But the way we look at it, you do these things for yourself. If you have a public space that is not accountable, you may one day fall victim to that public space, even if you are higher up within the police structure. So sometimes you have to look at your president and said, I'm sorry, I cannot do this.
Mr. President, I cannot do this?
Yeah. Of course. You have to equip yourself and get ready to live outside your
That's not the way a lot of us think.
Well, some people have that independence. A lot of police officers who are coming up now would have that independence. They are barristers, so they have the opportunity to leave the police and go set up something for themselves. So some of the old hands, or most of the old hands, would have nothing to do for themselves. So they'll have to continue. But the police itself would ultimately change, I believe. A lot of people are now getting higher education. They'll have alternative abilities to live outside the state system. But if you are 100% dependent on the state system, then it is a problem. It is a problem. We shouldn't do that to our citizens. We need a government that would allow citizens to act within civility, but promote their own rights and follow their conscience. It's very important.
Madi, finally, what's your message, especially to Justice Dabo and Sheriff? I know they're going through a very tough time handling this with their work.
Well, I mean, one can only tell them to stay resolute, keep their spirits high. I mean, this is not normal. It should not happen, because the work they do is protected by the Constitution, is guaranteed by the Constitution, and they are doing a national service. It's an invaluable national service. So normally this should not happen. But yes, unfortunately, this has become a reality from a long time ago until now. So that is not pleasant at all. But to the rest of it, I mean, what I would say, after expressing my outrage and disappointment that the change we expected, envisaged in 2017 did not happen in the way it should. But to advise the government, really, and the president in particular, to look at his value system, yes, to review his own worldview, his perspective about life, about leadership, about the position he holds. And sometimes to say these things, you wonder, because in our culture, we have said these things that, aduna amut solo. At the end of the day, you can lie down only on one bed. There are many seats here, but I can only, even this big seat, I can only sit at this corner at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yes. You can have many compounds, but you'll be in one compound at one time. And how much money do you want to accumulate? Really, you cannot. I mean, the Queen of England lived for 99 years. If you consider that is a position that probably is the best life one could live. Yes. I mean, so it raises the question, therefore, what is your mission? What do you consider or understand to be your mission in life, even if you are not a president?
Yes.
Yes. Fatu, at a personal level, I tell people I'm happy. Yes. And when I walk, I hold my head up high. I'm not afraid that somebody is going to call me, Madi, where's my glasses? You took this thing from me. I'm not worried. Somebody say, Madi, Madi, you said this here or there, or Madi, you did this there or there. No, because I try to the best of my ability for values to guide me, for my conscience to guide me. Yes. Yeah. I don't want 10 compounds.
No.
I don't want $10 million. No. I mean, I want to live, a healthy life, a happy life, or, a satisfied life. And I'm accomplished, yes. Yeah. So, yes, somebody, of course, can go and accumulate 1 million, 10 million, which is not a crime if you get it in the right way, it's fine. But I'm not going to kill a rat, even a rat, just to get $1 million. Really, much more torment fellow human beings, really. Take things. I mean, the president, as we talk right now, they gave him land that is illegal. And you want to build that, and you are already the president. And we are paying you $3 million per month. Putting you in the best home in the Gambia. All right? And when you retire, you made the National Assembly pass a law, for ex-presidents, that when you even leave the presidency today, the benefits you enjoy practically put you by government standard in heaven. So you as a president, ask yourself, really, what is my mission? What do I want to achieve? What am I fighting for? Who am I competing with in this country? At the end of the day, when in my motorcade, I leave State House, everybody leaves the way for me. How does that teach you, really? That, when I go to the National Assembly, they put down a special seat for me. Everybody sits, I come, they all get up and allow me to stand up, and until I sit down, what does that teach you?
You are the most special person in this
country. When you have all of that, what more do you want?
Yeah.
What more do you want? Really? But at the end of the day, you are just going to die, like you and me, like everyone else, and then we will put you, in the earth, like, 7 meters of white cloth, and that is it. You will leave all those things. So I think you ask yourself, what is my mission in life? And that goes for all these public officials, these top officials who are, greedily, clamoring, fighting over vehicles. I mean, you want a vehicle, they give you a vehicle. You want a fridge in your office, to furnish your office, and, want to travel, they give you. At the end of the day, ask yourself, honestly, am I giving that much back to the Gambian people? Be honest with yourself. So I challenge all public officials, be honest with yourself. You think those, I mean, I once told National Assembly members, I said, you pass, if you go to National Assembly at that corner with opposite Gambia High School, some women sit there selling get a surf.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Mboha, and those little things for the girls, I mean, school boys and girls to buy. I told National Assembly, that woman sitting there is why you are in this house. Do you know how much we are spending in maintaining the electricity in the National Assembly? In maintaining the flowers in the National Assembly? In maintaining the water supply in the National Assembly? Not to mention your allowances, your salaries, and vehicles and everything else. But every year you pass these women there. 5 years. Within 1 month, you come to the National Assembly, you are given a brand new vehicle for these women. You pass these women going up and going out. 5 years, you leave them there. You've never had but my decisions, because you distribute the national resources of this country. Have you distributed to make sure that resources, public resources, reaches these women? They're still sitting there. I know of women, you go to in front of Gambia, I mean, LK school. There's an old woman there selling get a surf. LK school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I was in school, this old woman it was selling groundnuts, and if you have a minister passing that woman every day, do you think about that? That, this vehicle, 12 million I'm driving, is from this get a surf woman here, who's been selling get a surf for 30 years, not in less than 30 years, and still selling get a surf. I've bought get a surf from her on and on and on. I know people who would call from UK, from, but at the end of the day, you as public officials, ask yourself, or be honest to yourself, what I'm eating, literally, is it halal wealth? Is it halal? Because also you believe you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you believe in God. Yeah. Ask yourself, what am I enjoying? Is this halal? So our public officials need to think deeply. Yeah. Really, what is your mission in life? Yeah. Because by your actions or decisions is why this country is like this. So you are the ones who can change this country for the better or for worse.